There are moments that split your life into before and after. That day, I wore the suit she bought me 3 years ago. A little tight, now stress weight. Sleepless nights and fast food do that to you. But it didn't matter. Today was hers. I stood at the back of the auditorium, half shadow, heart full. She didn't know I was coming. Thought I had work. I lied. I wanted to surprise her. I carried a small bouquet, nothing fancy. Just daisies. She loved them. Said they looked like sunlight that never gave up. When they called her name, I clapped until my hands stung. She looked beautiful. Unreachable. Like she belonged on that stage more than she ever belonged beside me. And then, as the crowd spilled out laughing, champagne smiles, I saw her. Smiling wide, surrounded by friends. And him. "This is my husband," she said, and the world slowed. Not me. Not the man who poured years into her dream-like blood into soil. Not the man who bagged groceries in the morning, parked cars at night, and cleaned offices while others slept so she could breathe easier. No. She pointed to him. Tall, polished, confident. "The man responsible for who I am today," she said. And everyone smiled. Except me. I stood there, a ghost in plain sight. The daisies fell from my hands. We met in college. I wasn't much, just a guy with calloused hands and simple dreams. She had stars in her eyes and ambition in her spine. I loved her fire. She loved that I believed in it. When she said she wanted to be a doctor, I said, "Then that's what you'll be." So I worked 3 jobs. Every day, every night. I memorized every creak in our floorboards because I came home after she slept and left before she woke. I missed birthdays, anniversaries, sunrises. I learned to live off black coffee and borrowed time. But every tired morning was worth it because one day she'd wear that white coat. And she did. Just not for me. There's a kind of betrayal that doesn't scream. It whispers. It's the quiet shift in tone, the delayed texts, the growing space between goodnights. I felt her slipping, but I held on. Because love, real love, doesn't walk away when it gets hard. So I stayed. Even when I felt more like a paycheck than a partner. Even when her eyes lit up more for textbooks than they did for me. Even when I started calling my own name just to hear someone say it. I gave everything. And still, it wasn't enough. I walked toward her. Through laughter. Through lies. She turned. Smile froze. Eyes widened. "Hey," she said. Caught. "Hey," I said. Calm. Too calm. The kind of calm that comes after a storm inside you, breaks everything down to truth. I looked at him, then at her. "You told me to wait," I said. "To believe. To sacrifice." No one spoke. "You asked me to carry you through the fire. And when we made it out, you forgot who was burning beside you." She opened her mouth. Closed it. I wasn't done. "You don't owe me love, but you owed me honesty." I looked around. Her friends stared. The man her husband shifted, unsure. "She didn't do it alone," I told them. I was the man in the shadows. The reason her bills got paid. The reason she ate when she forgot to cook. The reason she's here today. Standing in success, built on bones I broke quietly. And then I stepped forward. I took a deep breath. Reached into my coat. Pulled out an envelope. Inside every receipt, every bill, every hour worked. "I want you to have this," I said to her. She didn't take it. Just stared. "I'm not asking for anything back. Not money. Not love. Just acknowledgement. She blinked. The man beside her looked away. It's time I stopped being invisible. I left the daisies on the bench. Walked away without looking back. Because sometimes closure doesn't come from them. It comes when you realize your worth was never tied to someone else's vision. She got her dream, but I got free. Free from carrying someone who let go a long time ago. Free from waiting to be chosen. I walked down the steps, into the evening light, and for the first time in years, I wasn't tired. I was done. And that was enough.